Okay.
All right, how do we meet?
We met. Actually, we had probably had the hello, how are you?
I was afraid of Athena. Okay.
I don't know why.
Woo. Hey everyone, it's me, Veda Scott, here for another episode of, and we have settled on the name, it is official, Drawing Power. I'm here with Athena. You're a big get for this show.
Am I?
You really are.
Well, you're my best friend. Wow.
Okay, so
Right.
that pulled back the curtain a little too far.
It's my bad.
I spent weeks going back and forth with your people to get this interview lined up.
Well,
and you just revealed that we're actually just sitting in your home.
Well, big twist.
Where I'm hanging out. But yes, so thank you for being here on Drawing Power, which, of course, the premise, for those of you who do not know.
Yep.
Take this pad of paper. I'll take my own pad of paper. We have a box of crayons here.
Okay.
So I've actually improved the crayon selection recently. We have the standard Crayola 64 boxes in here. We have some colors of the world, which are just like browns. And then we also have this is a pearlized crayons, and allegedly there's glitter crayons in here too. But I don't
allegedly?
know. Well, so I bought them, and they said they were glittery, but they're kind of just a little shiny. Anyway, and the official Drawing Power pencil sharpener / crayon sharpener. But all right, so
yes.
I always give a prompt for this. And we got to do it.
I don't know what we're doing.
We got to draw minions.
Oh, of course.
Minions from memory.
Done.
Okay, so. Yeah, so, and we'll reveal at the end. But other than that, we're going to chat. All right. Okay, so anyway, this is Athena, who at the time of this taping, you are the Ring of Honor. Forever Ring of Honor Women's World Champion forever. Yes. At least at the time of this taping.
Yeah, I still should be.
But
I hope this ages well.
All right, let's see here. I'm gonna start my minion too.
Okay.
But that's kind of crazy to me for lots of reasons. Mostly because, so you and I, we have known each other for
too long,
like a decade, which is too long.
It's been longer than that.
So it's about a little over a decade, and some of our early days were spent in Ring of Honor many years ago, and now look at you.
I'm doing it.
Look at you. So, women's champion. Wow, we're drawing minions.
Yep. Well, you've started your minion.
I'm kind of just sketching it out.
The color selection here. I don't want to mess up my outline of my minion.
So that's the thing. I always get really overzealous and I go right at it when I should really think about what I'm doing here.
I like to think about it. So we're gonna hit this little gimmick here. And hit another
so we
gimmick.
Should say this. I usually talk about if my guests are artistic in any way. Well, but no, you are. You paint models. You paint.
Yes, I do paint minis in my spare time. I actually am working on one currently. I started DMing Dungeons and Dragons, so I am officially a dungeon master. As well as Minion Overlord. So you are, you have a very creative streak about you. We're about to find out, though, if that extends to crayon drawings. We are gonna see, because I am kind of OCD, so everything has to be, great. Now, if you would have said SpongeBob, I could nail, a really sad SpongeBob for you.
They're, kind of similar in shape, sort of. Minions are more of an oval, I guess?
That's exactly what
Don't show me!
I'm sorry.
At the end.
I'm sorry.
We reveal
I
at the end.
I misinterpreted the rules.
We reveal at the end.
I'm so sorry. Hold on.
We've established the rules so far are you reveal at the end.
Okay.
We try not to look at each other's thing, but sometimes it's hard because we are in close proximity. And you only get one sheet of paper. Nicole Matthews established that rule. She fucked it up immediately, asked to redraw it, and I was like, no. One sheet of paper. That's the rules.
Well, agree to disagree.
one sheet of paper. All right, let's see. Oh, mother. All right, well, I put down my original Minion flesh color.
Yeah,
what do you think a Minion
flesh color?
What are they what is their skin like? I know color-wise.
I know that they have overalls, which might
famously
kill my OCD today.
Famously, they have overalls. But, so, in my head, I know what a minion looks like. I know what a minion sounds like. Mm-hmm. What I started to draw was almost like the dudes from Among Us.
Which is not far off.
Not far off. Do you remember? That was a different time. That was a different time.
I'm trying not to.
Among Us?
This is very difficult.
I spent part of the pandemic playing Among Us with the AEW crew on Twitch. And let me tell you, that was a different time. We spent a lot of time playing this game that, like, I don't know, was it even fun? It's hard to say.
I was not a big fan of Among Us. And I might be one of the few.
But I feel like we just didn't have anything else to do. That could have been it. It really hit at an ideal time, not for the world, but for the game itself. Speaking of games, you're also a video game person.
Massive gamer.
Yes, and this is a bit of confusion about our friendship because
you are not a gamer.
I am not a gamer at all.
You should be.
But you've been trying to convince me for like 10 years. And like I enjoy sitting and watching Athena play games. For me, it's like watching a movie. I enjoy that. And you've tried. You've tried to get me on Pokemon. You've shown me so many different games.
The games. So I know you're not a massive gamer, right? Are these the same blue? Oh, Cerulean. Ooh,
that's a good blue.
That seems vibrant. I know that you're not a gamer. We have tried for many, many years to get you on board with that. I'm gonna do it one day. It's gonna happen.
Gonna keep working on it.
It's gonna happen.
You did introduce me to Cooking Mama, which I enjoy.
Cooking Mama seems so. I know your type of game. It's just committing you to do more than 5 minutes with your busy schedule.
And I don't have the attention span. I'll start to play, and like it seems like it's going well, and then like my brain will think about something else that I should do. And I'm gone. It's over. It's done.
Oh,
we've committed 5 minutes.
I am fully aware of the...
It doesn't work. But, like, so you're a big gamer. I'm not. But I do enjoy watching you do it.
I've been a massive gamer since I was a kid. I like, even in this back corner, this is kind of like my retro station in the room. Like, I have every Nintendo situation going across the board. It still pales into comparison to some of my coworkers, but we're getting there. Those are life goals right there.
What's the favorite game of all time, if you had one?
That's not fair. I really like the Fable franchise. I like the God of War franchise. I love Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know. I'm just like if there's a really cool story involved that I can escape from reality with.
So I think that's why I like watching you play games, because the games you play are not just like shoot at things. They always have like a narrative arc.
I don't like the shoot at things games, and like they get kind of boring and repetitive to me. Like I think the closest shoot 'em up game I've played is like Far Cry. I do like that franchise because it's always fun to see how I can end the game earlier. Oh, did you?
It just exploded.
Well, learn to color.
I'm like pressing too hard.
It's draw
power. It's a light touch. I think it's a light touch.
It's draw power. You have too much power with your draw.
My drawing power is
too fierce.
Well, I mean, some would debate the strength of my drawing power as the fact that I am currently unemployed. But it's like I could show this. So okay. I'm not going to show this right now, but I will let you know that my minion is looking scary. I'm trying to draw the one-eyed one, which I think is Kevin, the minion.
Well,
one of them has one eye and the others have two.
So I believe Bob is the only one with 2 eyes.
Bob, okay, so I think this is Kevin. Anyway, the way that I drew it, we got a little Eye of Sauron happening, and he's a little intimidating. But see, speaking of that, Lord of the Rings, now that is a franchise that we have in common. See, that we like.
So I actually kind of like The Hobbit more than...
You do like The Hobbit more.
I do like The Hobbit more. It feels more, I don't know, fun. It was more of a cartoon, and I love cartoons.
The OG Hobbit cartoon is like an all-timer classic. What do overalls look like? I famously wear overalls. I wear overalls all the time, which you freaking hate.
There's There's been points in times where I've tried to talk her out of overalls. And let me, I'm trying not to show my portrait and talk, and I realized I was covering my entire face, like, moo ha ha, the overalls, they're coming for you. Yes, they come for me quite a bit. Your overalls. So
what I'm wearing right now is like a jumpsuit. It's overall adjacent though.
No, jumpsuits are different. No,
I wear overalls so often, and you freaking hate them.
I do.
Yeah, I think you've told me I look like a elementary school art teacher.
It's a
Miss Frizzle.
I have told you look like Miss Frizzle. It's
love
out
overalls.
of love, though.
I freaking love overalls. They're so comfortable.
I don't get it.
But despite the fact that I wear overalls all the time, I apparently don't remember what they look like.
Well, just look at yourself. You could be overall adjacent today if you need that inspiration.
I think I got the bottom happening here.
Yeah.
What does a Minion booty look like? We're about to find out. I'm trying
to draw. How are you drawing the booty already?
No, I'm just kind of drawing the basic shape, which I think is like an oval.
I can't remember what the top half looks like, and I'm 90% certain I'm just drawing SpongeBob at this point.
That's fine. SpongeBob has like Minion vibes. He's happy to be included all the time.
Like I think we're just going with the
But your reinvigoration of Minion as a term of it's sort of
amazing.
It's really like it's honestly the most you've done the most for that word outside of course the actual Despicable Me franchise, which I will bleep out if they decide to be litigious about it.
I hope they're not. I mean, I do love me some Gru.
That's the thing. It's all it's out of love and it's out of affection.
It's love and affection. Also, this comb over. We need to talk about this guy's comb over, I think. Okay, we're just going in. This is going to be the best damn Minion you've ever seen.
This is bad. This is real bad.
I don't know how many fingers they have, so we're just winging it.
All right. Okay. Hold on. But yes, so we've been friends for a very long time.
How did we meet?
Oh.
I can tell you this. I tell this story so many times. I tell this story at least 4 or 5 times a year.
I think you're covering your face. The thing is, okay, so we got two shorties on the show today, and our torsos are as large as the pad of paper, but we're trying.
Also, repping the adult beanbags.
Yes.
You know what's up. Okay.
All right, how do we meet?
We met. Actually, we had probably had the hello, how are you?
I was afraid of Athena. Okay.
I don't know why.
I was afraid of Athena. So you started wrestling before I did, so you were around, and I started to be around, and I was afraid of you because I don't know if you've met you, but you're a little intimidating sometimes.
I don't understand how you got to that conclusion. I feel
so, but I only knew you as like I knew you as you're wrestling, which is terrifying.
Why?
It's fucking terrifying.
Why is it
like
terrifying?
So you're out there like beating ass, and like it's scary. It's a little intimidating.
So.
Also, keep in mind that this was at a time.
How we met and how we became friends, I feel like are 2 different stories based off of what you're telling me. And I'm like, oh,
yeah. So how we met was that I was afraid of you, but that was okay. That
we
changed.
Probably met at Shimmer, right?
Probably. But then we were doing a show together in Pennsylvania around Philadelphia, or maybe it was in Jersey, but regardless, an independent wrestling show.
Oh, I can tell you exactly what show it was.
Okay, but we don't need the details are unimportant.
Do we?
The details are unimportant
like
because
important.
People involved could be.
I hope they're watching. I hope they're watching.
Anyway, there was a match, and we were both in the match, but there were multiple people in the match, and you were injured in this particular match.
So this particular promotion,
I can't even get to the crayons now. Where's my?
I'm getting my yellows.
There's a lot of different shades of yellow.
I'm trying to find like a goldenrod yellow, which is very particular.
I think that's the problem that I'm having. Is I think that
my yellows ain't yellowing.
My Minion is the wrong yellow. Oh, that's not what I want.
I think I have hoarded all the yellows in an attempt to have a better Minion than you.
Crimson No, that's not what I want. That's red.
So there's one that's slightly too orange and one that's slightly too yellow.
Okay, so here's the problem that I'm having. I'm an idiot. All the glitter crayons have yellow paper, so I was just grabbing at them. I just drew like a red slash on the top of my Minion thing. It was yellow. So now he has like a Don Callis style like slice out of his head. But that's fine.
That's nothing wrong. That makes for great like stories later.
So we were on an independent.
We were on an independent show. The match was Team Texas versus Team ROH at that time.
The ROH, like the ROH school,
the dojo, ROH dojo at the time, and it was Veda.
We don't need the names. We're okay. It was Veda and 2 others.
Come on.
It's okay. They're still around, and I
didn't know one was still around.
They're still around. So Veda and 2 other pals.
No, I haven't seen both of them. I'm still really good. Like, I have no animosity
here.
No animosity. I just like telling detailed stories because you have to get the facts right. Because you can go look this matchup. It's probably on YouTube.
It's somewhere.
We did a 6-woman tag.
I would advise that perhaps you don't look up any of my wrestling from that era.
I suggest that you do. I pop up quite a bit, and they were very fun matches.
We had awesome matches.
We had very fun matches.
Anyway, but this one wasn't one of them.
This was not a fun experience.
Why is it orange? No.
So we ended up doing the 6-woman tag. My flight is abysmally late because that's what happens when you fly Spirit Airlines. Shout out Spirit. I do love the big seat. But, I think it was in the middle of, like, winter in Jersey. And it was, an experience.
So it was a...
I ended up taking a German suplex where I tore my shoulder out mid-match. But because I was late, that was also fun. I was late, stressed out. They wanted to pull the match. And I was like, no, these girls have been here. We're ready to go. And, like, I think the very second thing that happens is me tearing out my shoulder, rolling out to the floor, and I cannot move. I am paralyzed with pain.
And I was like, uh-oh.
So we are trying to signal. The bat signal is flashing. And by bat signal, I mean I'm like, hey guys, I'm done. I can't continue.
But the match didn't end.
The match goes on for another 10 minutes while I'm sitting there trying not to puke.
So the match happens, and it's whatever.
It is what it is.
But the issue is that you are injured, and it was a different than just like, oh, Athena got hurt. You were like, I really think I need to get this checked out.
So 2 of these lovely women decide that they're like, oh man, we're so sorry you got hurt. We're gonna go to bed. We appreciate you for doing this match though. And they leave. And I'm sitting here like, well, I probably need to go to the hospital.
And people are leaving.
People are leaving. Good night, everyone. And I'm like, I am not from here. I do not have a car. Can anyone help? So,
and that leaves Veda.
Who I guess
again
I probably said hello, how are you? Did a handshake and walk away at this point in time.
And so I'm like still a little nervous around this one.
Yes.
But I also am kind of from the area and I have a car.
So she's like, hey, don't worry about your friends that you've known for 5 years. I've got you. We're going to take you to the hospital. So Veda calls my mom, calls my now husband, and like goes over and beyond, which I think I almost got into a fight with the nurse.
So here's what happened.
I don't remember exactly.
First, you were in a lot of pain, and it was like a Friday or Saturday night. So like it's busy. It's busy in the ER. Especially in
I think I almost fought the ER
guy. It was busy in the ER, and we were in Camden, New Jersey, so it's especially busy in the ER. And so you're in pain, so you're pissed off, and then like they gave you some drugs, so now you're just like, woo!
I don't remember any of this because I was in pain, and they're
I'm
like, hey,
going through your phone, making sure to like let your family know you're okay. I'm talking to Matt, who now is your husband and is one of my dear friends as well. But, and then you get checked out, and with an injury like that, they pretty much just, let you know if anything's broken, and then tell you to go.
They send you on your way.
Yeah, tell you to go see a specialist.
Guess what? Nothing was broken, so I had to go get an MRI.
Right.
But anyway, please tell this part of the story, because I am very uncertain of what happened past the, hey, this will make you feel better. and this will alleviate the pain.
Well, so there was another show the next day that we were both also supposed to be on. So we had to go to the hotel with you in your little shoulder sling, and we get to the hotel. I think we had like an hour or two left to sleep, and he had to help you take a shower, and we get changed, and we're all ready to go.
So long and the short, Veda went over and beyond what was actually like needed. She actually ended up staying with me, making sure I made it to the show the next day because they did not fly me home. They should have flown me home.
Oh yeah, you were just zonked out of your fucking mind.
I was just done. They were like, the hospital was nice enough to give me enough medication to last me till I got home and saw like my actual doctor. But I do remember trying to fist fight a nurse.
Yeah.
I do vaguely remember that.
Yeah, because, like, you were not getting the assistance that you wanted in a timely manner. And, like, again, you were in a lot of pain, and it started to mix with the drugs. And then, so, again, that is when I realized that Athena is a very intimidating person. But, she's, like, a ride or die. Like, there's been times of... We had a match. I will recall. So I'm not going to talk about that match. I'm going to talk about another match we had where it was a tag match in Chicago, and
I'm trying to remember this because
I remember this specifically because I was like, okay, I'm good now for the rest of my life. Someone like snap mirrored me and like spine kicked me, and Athena decided that it was a little too stiff. So as I'm just like I get this kick, I'm like, ooh, and I'm like ready for the next thing, but the next thing doesn't come because Athena has already hit the ring. She has hit the ring from the corner to let the person know who has kicked me that will not be happening again.
I don't remember this.
Because things like this have happened so much. Again, so she's very intimidating, but
I'm a ride or die.
If she's a ride or die, if she's on your side, it's for life. But yeah, so that night in the hospital we became the
best friends because someone that hardly knew me took the time to make sure that I was okay, that my family knew, and she didn't have to do any of that. She could have dropped me off at the hospital and been like, peace, homie, see you tomorrow at the show. And, like, she didn't. Like, all night, like, calling my parents, calling my now husband, like, and that's why I was like, yo, she's a real one. When my friends were booked on the show, that's the worst part. My friends that I got booked on the show abandoned me.
So that's how it all started, and it has been a wild ride.
It has been an amazing ride.
And now here we are.
We are best womanses at each other's weddings. So,
yes, we were in each other's weddings. We both got married in Vegas, not to each other. To the surprise of many, we didn't end up marrying each other.
I know.
But we both got married in Vegas in separate ceremonies. You, however, and this is pretty cool, and I have to share this. You got married on Halloween.
Yes, because my anniversary of me and Matt dating is on Halloween. So I always wanted like a super like nerdy wedding. I was like, I need my Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, Dungeons and Dragons wedding, which I got that, baby.
It was...
And I didn't want people to dress up because I hate dressing up. So I just wanted to be a pretty princess on my day.
You were a very pretty princess on your day.
My maid of honor was there to make sure I was a very pretty princess because I had no sleep in 3 days at that point in time.
Yeah, so again... I don't know how much of the story you want to tell, but it's very Athena coded that even your own wedding devolved into chaos.
I had to work. I got called into work. I did Raw, and then I had to do SmackDown because at that time we were doing the Mixed Match Challenge.
Halloween was on Wednesday.
On a Wednesday.
Which was what we thought was like a perfectly safe day at the time.
No, it was not. So they were really nice. They were like, hey, we understand you're getting married tomorrow. So they, WWE had paid for my makeup to be done, my hair to be done. They flew me first class, all the way, because I had to do Mixed Match Challenge with, I think, that was when my partner changed to Hawkins too.
Maybe.
So it was very weird. It was a very weird time, and I'm stressed out immensely. And the first person I see getting off the plane is Veda. Like, hi, how can I help?
I was like, well, I was gonna, because I was flying from some show, and I was getting there on Tuesday, which is when we had planned to like do things. Like when you're in Vegas, you have to go and get like the marriage license and everything. And actually, it was a nice dry run for me because I did end up getting married in Vegas a few years later.
Absolutely. And
what does the mouth look like?
I forgot the
mouth. What does the mouth look like? No, this is bad.
But it also worked out because I was the best photographer at your wedding.
Okay, so that's the other thing. If you have seen any photographs, and I'll put some up, of my wedding, which took place in Vegas, all I wanted was an Elvis, and I got an Elvis. But we specifically booked a venue where, like, yes, they would take photographs, but also, like, the guests could film and photograph things, which, like, a lot of the venues in Vegas, you don't do that. Like, they'll just send you the pictures. But I am, how shall I put this? Cheap as fuck. So I want to take my own photo.
But we're both cheap as fuck.
And that's why she understood the assignment, which was
the photographer.
Full on.
The photographer and I are fighting like, no, I got this.
They have a photographer. And it's like, that's fine. And we're going to use some of your photos. We did buy some of the photographer's photos. But Athena here has the camera. And like, there's a moment where the guests leave and they have, you know, me and Speedball, my husband, we're newly married. Photographer wants to take some nice photos. And that was all fine. But they weren't getting rid of Athena because she was there full on paparazzi, just boom, 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 boom.
Outside.
Boom. Got all the
in
shots.
The street, zooming in past the photographer.
So between the photos and the videos of that day, most of them you've seen, probably she took them.
Yes.
This is
I tried my best.
This is an abomination. This is no good. This is no good at all. I feel like they got like hair or something. Not hair. There's like lines on their heads.
Yep, there are. I do know that.
What the fuck?
I almost wanted to make this Billy Starks at one point. That almost came across this
Billy
page.
Starks. Shout out Billy. So you've been working with Billy now for 6 months, 7 months? It's got to be longer than that. A while.
Mm-hmm.
What a treasure of a little person she is. Man, because you didn't know Billy on the Independence.
I did not.
That because you were already signed by them. So I've gotten to know, the first time I met Billy Starks, she was, speaking of photographer, had her little camera at a show and was taking pictures. And she's like, well, I'm going to be a wrestler. And gosh darn it, she did it. She's been working her little butt off for years. She's a treasure.
I love Billy. She keeps me sane. I keep her sane. I think we're kind of the same person.
You are very similar in a lot of ways.
Because I don't think people know that she can be very intense like me.
Yes.
And I absolutely love that.
She's someone who, like, is so just driven and focused and, like, she knows, like, who she is and what she wants. And at her age, to be that confident is so freaking cool.
Yeah, it's... Ooh, I just had a really good idea based off of the documentary we watched yesterday.
Oh, that's our other thing that we do, by the way. If you need a streaming documentary recommendation, come to us. If you have a documentary that you've watched recently, let us know, because we're going to want to watch it. I
maybe should have stopped while I was ahead.
Cults? Yes, we would like to watch the documentary on that. Aliens? Sure. Anything, really. If it's streaming, we'll watch it.
This is mostly for Billy. I'm drawing this little guy.
I'm trying to draw. Are you almost done?
You know, I could maybe, like, a couple more minutes.
Okay, because the more I try to salvage this, the worse it gets. Honestly, is what's happening here. I'm adding some accessories.
We're making good strides here.
What does this, like... What?
Oh, that's way too
It's
dark.
as if I have, like, no... Speaking of aliens, it's as if I have no human experience. Like, You've described to me what a banana looks like. I've never seen one, but I'm going to try to draw one now.
You're trying to draw
adding
banana now?
I'm adding bananas. Yeah.
Oh, because banana.
Banana. Yeah, they love bananas.
Well, I think that's just code for something else, but, you know, we're just going to let that go. Interesting. Yeah. I need legs.
So I didn't really know what the legs look like, so I made it up, but...
Like, yo, I've been looking for this goldenrod yellow you had.
Specifically goldenrod.
Specifically.
Well, you should have had it the whole time because I accidentally used more of an orange and then I had to combine them and it's not, it's no good.
Oh no. Do you have the other yellow?
I have a black marker in my hand right now.
That is not the same as yellow.
Oh, I gotta replace the Sharpie.
Yeah, I kind of messed up your Sharpie. That was my bad.
This is not good. It's all bad. I need like a dark colored crayon. That's blue.
Here we go, baby. Yeah, Billy has been awesome. I didn't really know too much about her when I got here.
Because she really, like, her whole career basically happened once you were off the Independence. And you just, like, you missed each other completely.
I feel that way, like, every time I see someone new. And everyone's like, yo, that's blah, blah, blah. And I'm like... Yeah. And then I go on my phone and immediately try to find a best of.
I was talking about this with Nicole Matthews, who is another friend of ours from Washima days, when she was on the show. And we were just talking about how, like, this current crop of young, especially young women in wrestling, like, they're so freaking good. Mm-hmm. They all have self-esteem, which, like, we did not. They have, like, cute gear. They're really polished. They're, like, ready to go. It's so cool.
It's wild, but I think that's just, like, how the tides have turned, you know? Like, we used to wrestle, and we would see, like, half the crowd get up and leave.
Yeah, and, like...
Because they're like, ooh, potty break, and now it's, like,
And we were also told that, like, you're here kind of as an attraction, like, you're lucky to be here.
Yeah.
And, like, that's not true at all.
Yeah, and it was like, well, we're trying this out. This might not last. You know, and then, like, just because the current TV product kind of evolved to what we wanted, and we had places like Shimmer and WSU at that time, and Femme Fatale, like, these women's shows trying to make something of, sorry, I'm, like, having to draw sideways because I'm trying to rush.
It's hard to draw and talk at the same time, which
is
is not a consideration that I had when I conceived of doing an interview show where someone has to talk and draw at the same time.
But it was really cool to just be able to... like, see the evolution process from the indies to now, because now you have, like, indie girls that are main draws.
Yes.
Like, which is wild. Like, Masha Slamovich, every time I see her on a show, I'm like, yo, she's really wicked good, too.
So
I don't know why I said wicked. I never said that in my life.
But yeah, it's, like, just people who are just, like, fully formed and freaking awesome, and it's so cool to see. And Billy is, like, someone who just truly, like, again... was leading the charge in that she, despite being extremely young, was, like, extremely sure of what she wanted to do, where she wanted to be, who she wanted to be, and she, like, didn't let people give her shit and didn't let people tell her no. And, like, in that vein, she reminds me of you so much.
She's my Billy girl,
yeah,
though.
She reminds me of you so much.
What are we doing here? What is this? Cloudy sky. That'll work.
I might have to be done, because I don't think this is... happening.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just doing some scenery.
Okay.
And then...
maybe that would help. I'll just, like, add some color in the
I should have used this color for the pants.
This is like a pearlized... you're looking. Don't look.
I'm not looking. I'm literally drawing the sky!
I'm just adding some color in the background.
Yeah, it's, like, a little flat.
Yeah.
I would try to draw a ray gun, but I feel like that's a little above my experience level, and I should just...
well, I added the bananas, and that was a mistake.
Or it was the best thing ever.
Alright, okay. Wow, I could... so what this looks like is not a Minion so much as, like... you know, like, when they have, like, the costumed characters at, like, Times Square, and, like, they can't call it... Despicable Me Minion because that's trademarked, so they have to call it like Yellow Banana Buddy or something. That's what I've got
well,
here.
Well, you mean that's what they sell in the stores for
and like
the
at
third
Party
party?
City? Yeah, this is Yellow Banana Buddy.
Okay. I think I've got like a solid like. Right. I don't know if he's Bob, but he's somebody.
All right.
Like, he probably just killed someone, I guess.
Are you basically set, or do you need more time?
I think that this is going to be as good as it gets.
Okay, so let me reveal... I'll reveal mine first.
Okay.
Okay, again. So, caveat, I grabbed what I thought was a yellow crayon and was more of an orange.
She did her best.
So that's why this happened.
That's not bad.
The idea is there. So, first of all... again, it's kind of orange, and I tried to fix it with yellow, but that didn't really help.
So, you know, you remember those VHSs that, like, there would be, like, Beauty and the Beast, and there would be, like, the animal and the beauty. Yeah. Like, this is that version of the Minions. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like, oh, Gru and the Minions. And it's like, ooh, those evil people that follow Gru.
Yeah, it's several steps removed from the original franchise, perhaps. And then I added these bananas for reasons unknown.
It's very cute, though. I feel like I didn't do enough detail.
I don't know what's happening with the arms. I don't remember, like, it doesn't really have legs. It's kind of just like a little dumpy little body.
I feel like...
And the eye is evil.
Why is his eye so dilated?
I don't know. It's bad. What do you got?
Well, it's a cross between, like, a very smart Minion and SpongeBob, I guess. Because I realized as I saw yours that they did not have shirts.
Oh, is yours wearing a shirt?
Mine is wearing a shirt.
Okay, but that's good!
He can be snazzy.
So he's dressed up for, like, school picture day. Do they have shoes? I just have,
So I couldn't remember if they had shoes, which is why, like, if you crop this part off, that might be SpongeBob. Like...
So I'll put up a picture, of, like, what it needs to look like.
And a little alien guy.
So I like him. He's good. And he's got his little sunglasses. He's kind of waving. Yeah, a piece. And so the hair. That was the part I didn't remember.
So one of them has a comb over. One of them is bald, and one of them has, like, the 3 little, like, sprickets sticking out.
And then it's got, like, an eyebrow. So the goggle I've messed up.
I couldn't remember if the eyebrow was above the goggle or, like, in the eye. Goggle. So we just kind of did both.
And I don't know what my mouth is, just like a red. So your mouth seems more accurate.
I just tried to do a devious smile.
So, but yours doesn't have bananas on it, so...
Well, we can change that. I don't know if I want to challenge myself with a banana.
And the color of yours is way more correct.
If I would have got that goldenrod yellow you were hoarding over there, I probably could have made something with it.
A mess. I think,
but it's not bad. He's like a little crispy. He's been out in the sun.
He's a little crispy. Yeah. So we did our best.
We did it.
I don't know. What you got anything you want to plug?
You can follow me on my socials, Athena Palmer _FG. Watch ROH, watch AEW. Forever ROH champion. I'm out. Oh. Did I do that right?
That was a good plug. That was a really good plug. Oh. That was a good plug. All right, and I'm Veda Scott. Thank you for coming to Drawing Power, where the art just keeps getting worse somehow.
I won.
It's not a contest.
It should be.